Good day, lords and ladies of the internet. I am your host, the Parafox Archangel, the English gentleman of the internet, and I welcome you back to Oxygen Not Included, where today we are hopefully going to fix a bunch of our big problems. For example, oxygen. Because no one seems keen on sorting that out. Next, Funky Charlie the Bad. We do need a lot of things built over here. And the thing is, Mr. Charlie, you are the best builder. So, logic says I should just send you over here. Partly just so that the oxygen can refill over here. And then, when it's needed, send Godsman over here to dig up everything that needs to be dug up. Because there are still stuff that needs to get dug up over there. So, yeah. We also need to fix our water. But you know what? The big thing about the water is we mostly need it just for the bristle blossom. And the algae terrariums. Mostly the algae terrariums, god damn it. Just teleport away, Funky Charlie. And immediately get to work. There's a lot of things we need to build to sort out everything. We need to build this ventilation shaft up to the carbon engine, so that we will eventually be able to fill it up with carbon so that we can go explore the next planet. Then, we also need to build the desalination plant over here so that we can purify our water to be able to send to the other planet so it stops running out of its bad supplies. I'm also thinking that, for one, I need to mop up that water. It's shocking how good the oxygen is on this side. And then how... Well, that's a big improvement from what it was just a moment ago, so... I'll say that much. I'm just going to make sweeping this polluted water a priority 9 right now, just so that you guys, when you've got nothing else to do, will focus on it. Meanwhile, what are you doing? Vivian? Supplying critical materials. What materials? What are you possibly gathering which has any relation to what you should be doing? Water for the algae terrarium. Fair. Fair. Honestly, actually. And then you've got collected the polluted water. Okay, you know what? Fine. I'll give full credit. That's a good thing you're doing. However, I do also need you to build this... If you can build this stuff around here, Vivian, as you're the only one that can, we will get... You won't need to carry that stuff. Will you now? How about you guys over here? You're getting to places building these. It looks like you're mostly concentrating on the gas pipes at the moment, which, to be fair, you should do. So I won't complain too much about that. Is that a new printing pod? Good day and welcome to the Gentleman's Galaxy. Are any of you worth my time? The answer is a big fat no, because strength and athletics. Athletics sucks, and you're a loud sleeper. You, animal lover, does nothing for you. Green Thumb does nothing for you. And while I do need a pilot, technically, strength and digging is probably not the skills I need with that pilot. So, I'm going to go over here, and I am going to grab the hatchling. Okay, Gozito. Oxygen is getting low. Well, people need to keep focusing on the algae terrariums then. We have goddamn tons of algae to work with until we can make the oxygen stuff we need to make. You know. So, get to it. What would be better, actually? To send over the desalinated water, which, to be fair, I believe releases the water at 40 degrees. Okay. It will always release at 40 degrees. A water sieve is being changed to... They changed the water sieve so it's a combined temperature of the input materials, did they? Okay. So I should oxygenate the brine water. And then the brine water can be turned into oxygen, while this stuff, because if it's pretty damn cold, can be turned into the regular water and then sent over here. Right? To be fair, I should probably already set up a thing for the polluted water, because, I mean, just look at how goddamn much of it I have. You know? And while the geysers are dormant at the moment, they won't be forever. Starvation, sunshine. Sunshine? Why are you starving? We have goddamn bloody tons of food. That's right, eat some. Do I even need to focus on making lice loaf anymore? I don't think I do, considering that we're kind of a bit lacking in water at the moment. If we had a little easier access to water, I probably wouldn't mind so much. But we don't at the moment. Well, at least the oxygen seems to be building up in the places it's important. At least. That's the good thing. That's the main thing. How are we doing over here at Smellolin? Okay. You have built the things I have told you to build. Excellent. You can build the last two, and then you can mine that up. Good work, Gosmond. Getting through all of that. Now we just need to build these last two tiles, and all will be good. In fact, you built that just so that you could dig. Good on you, Gosmond. That's all made. This is getting made. Excellent, excellent. Overheating is definitely not a problem that we experience. Over there, at least. What about over here? Over here, the oxygen is getting a little bit thinner again. I just thought a moment. Funky Charlie. I thought as much. Where is he? Funky Charlie. There we go. Get in the bed. I always forget to just reallocate their rooms. That's my one big problem I tend to have. In addition, I should make a ration box down here where the carbon appears to be getting trapped. Yes, you are going to stop making lice loaf. Just because we can't afford it right now. Okay, for the love of all that's holy, Vivian. You have a priority for building, which a big priority right now is supply. Ah, that's probably the issue. I should change that back to normal. Yeah. Yeah. Sunshine, I think you're doing well. Grooming them, at least. What's their wildness at the moment? Oh. This is like the first time you've groomed them. I expected you to do a little better than that. Sunshine, where are you going? You're harvesting. Oh yes, I forgot about these things would probably need power. What's the current circuit load? Oh, a bit much. A bit much. Alright. Alright. There are a couple of things we need to do around here. We need to make a metal refinery so that I got good access to refined metal. I don't know where I can make that right now. I also just realized this thing needs water as well. I need to make the metal refinery, but I have no one who is actually capable of mining to be able to make the metal refinery. That is an issue that we have. We do have a bit of people that can dig, at least, or build and stuff, at least. So, theoretically, I could just... If I build it there, it will be attached to the whole circuit, which means meaning the wires will start breaking, which we don't want. Oh, but if I make it over here, then I can do a little bit of finagling. But I should possibly also wait until I've actually just got the water sorted out over here, because that is going to be the big main thing. Just one last thing to make, to be able to complete this particular track of things. Vivian. Please, Vivian, go grab the iron and fix what you need to fix. You've also just grabbed the polluted water. Good. That'll work. How are we doing over here at Gozito? Smellolin even. You're almost at being able to fill that up, which is good. You've built all the ladder down, which means the last thing you gotta do is finish off the wiring. It looks like you've completed all the piping. Did you just have an eye irritation? Current exposure to polluted water is maintaining eye irritation. Polluted oxygen produces eye irritation. That is stupid. Well, the oxygen's definitely building up and improving again over here, which is the good thing and the main thing. We do need to build these 2 tiles so that we can, you know, confine the polluted water a little bit easier. Now that that's been filled up, you can mop that up, which will enable you to then do all the water stuff. Okay. Right. You've built that up, and and the wires are connected. Okay. Perfect. Now then, I just need to connect it to the power grid, which has... How much power does this grid have? It's got almost nothing. It's got almost nothing on its power grid supply. That is legitimately impressive. How little there is. Right then, so I just need to connect that power grid up to there. Then what? Then what me? Then what is the next thing of my agenda? Well, then I can do a little bit of that. That looks like a good move for me to do next. Then I need to grab these liquid reservoirs, and remember, does it go toward? It goes towards the white one, right? Now you might wonder, why do I put the connect the brine to the liquid reservoir before the desalinator? And that's pretty simple, actually, because then it's easier to create the surplus of the material going into it than for it to just keep working towards making the thing otherwise. Also, I probably need that iron, but I also probably need it over here more than I do on the other side. I mean, I understand you wanting to make the storage first, but it's technically the thing you need to make second, guys. How you doing, Lovelace? You're basically the one person keeping everything working in the long run. Because you're making the food, you're clearing up all the crap. Just go store the food in the goddamn bin, okay? That way we can stop it all rotting. And there is an awful lot of rot. Sunshine, stop starving. You actually have no reason to starve. You did not have a meal then, Sunshine. You had a snack. I need to give you guys an extra day of an extra block of downtime, just so that you can get the stuff you need in order to survive done. You know? Yeah, the oxygen is definitely building up. Apparently, getting people's acts together to actually go do stuff helps a lot. Why were you trying to make that out of aluminium ore? That don't make sense. Make it out of cobalt. You've got tons of that. I also just realized I should have linked these things up to a whatchamacallit, a filter. You only need brine going through into these things. If we get anything other than brine, it should be sent elsewhere. You are now pumping. Excellent. Oh my, is that brine is pure white? Noted. So now we are starting to fill up this with the absolute crap tons of water that we have. Excellent. Gozito, shut up. The oxygen is not at low pressure right now. If anything, it's the best pressure we've had it in ages. The main thing you need to do, Gozito, or maybe Smellolin. Probably Smellolin first. Probably easier over here at Smellolin. Main thing you need to do is make a glass forge. Because that would be infinitely useful. Especially as it's in such a bloody cold area. I mean, sure, that's likely to change, and stuff, and I should definitely do something about all the ice and everything beforehand. But you know, who cares? We're slowly draining all the water. Good. Good. Gozito seems to be working fine. I mean, it's in a bit of a stagnant state, but that's because the most important people, aka the digger and the builder, are over on this planet. And that's basically because the digger and the builder are busy digging and building. How's our power over here? How much power do those things generate now? Out of interest. They're both on 40, meaning absolute nothing garbage. It's because they're too young. It's because they're too old now. I mean, how old are they? 40 and 35. That's about the time we need to cull them. Then it seems. You're 29. You're 29 and you don't produce a good amount of power anymore. I need a husbandry person. Good day and welcome to the gentleman's... That's water. We need a lot of water. The other side needs a lot of water, I should say. This side doesn't. That's basically the issue. Okay. It's a shame, Travado, but the fact you are uncultured, which gives you a boost to your morale bonus, and an unpracticed artist, which means you get a boost to your morale bonus, makes a lot of sense from the Travado I have always come to know. But quite frankly, 2k water is more useful, especially on this side. So, let's see this in action, shall we? You are making something, yes? It's made, it's put in there, it's travelled along, straight on over, and put into there. Glorious! It works! Now, they have to run over to the refrigerator box in order to get over there, but other problems. Now, I've also come to realize I might want to make this a... whatchamacallit? Manual airlock. Just because the sheer increase of oxygen seems to be taking over the carbon dump a little. You know? Now, hopefully that stays in a sterile environment. I wonder if I should have someone down there just to breathe all the oxygen out. Well, the carbon dioxide thing is back up and about. Meaning this giant mass of carbon that's situated right there is getting closer to completion. Sunshine has decided he wants to start building over here, so credit to him for that. This side has a bit of a power problem, but it's not that big a thing, honestly. High melt risk. What's that mean? This pipe is in danger of melting at the current temperature. I mean, so be it. How much glass do I need to make that? 200. That means 8 of these, which means 800 sand makes 1 solar panel. Okay. What do I need for glass? I can't make glass. Let's research glass. A glass panel. I assume that comes under decor. It does. A bit further in than I figured it would be, honestly. I've also just realized that I kind of want to probably, you know, research the spacesuit before I try and send people off into space. Seems like one of the more useful things that we would need. Okay, you guys have built that, which is nice. So, that means the next important thing we need to build is the actual refinery point itself. So, also break that. So next stage, I need to somehow unlock this without unleashing this. I think that is going to require a fair amount of finesse. Gosmond, what are you doing? Cooking ingredients? No, you're not, woman. Okay, once you're done there, you'll then be able to do that, and then that. How are you doing over here at Gozito? How's the air? Not too bad. Doing pretty well, actually. Still concerning how there's a bit of oxygen and whatnot floating around in there. That's why I say I just feel like taking the most useless person, probably Logan, and just shoving him in there until we no longer need it. Okay, you two. You are going to unlock this Hydro Nullifier. And you can't actually get that anymore, can you? Crap. Make that. Glorious. Somehow there's 12 kilograms of polluted oxygen in there. In that one little square right there, so credit to you, I suppose. How do I make this further? Because I need to make a big, like, brick wall along there. So that this will just fill up this area instead from now on. And I don't quite know how I'm going to do that. Also, I swear this brine has been made from it coming into contact with the salt itself. Oxygen's becoming low or scarce. No, it's not! Shut up! It's been building up. It's getting better. If anything, it's still the chlorine that's the problem, and I need to do something about that. Like, vent it into space. Is there actually anything that Gozito can do at the moment? I don't think there is. So I need to focus my efforts here. How do I start by focusing them? Let's start by destroying that piece of snow. And see how that goes. Okay, well that made progress. I suppose. I feel the big thing I'm gonna have to do is just make a goddamn pump that's gonna just pump everything up there. You know? Can they get to there? Yes, they can. Well, if they can get to there, that means I can thus build a ladder, like so, and get them to build that. Well, that did not take you long to build. You built the ladders, now you just need to build the wall. Is there such a thing as a, whatchamacallit? High pressure vent, overpressure 1000. I thought that might be the case. So if I build that there, it wouldn't work. But if I built it, like, there, it would. I just need to pipe everything, like, awkwardly around. Huh. Okay. To be fair, I'm gonna have to make a pipe in here eventually anyway. But I need to make a better chamber for storing this damn cool gush geyser, you know? Oh, yes. There is nothing I am happier about right now than the fact that azolite doesn't conduct heat. Although it does also concern me, because I'm going to eventually need to break into here to get oil. I think this poor lava cycler is going to burn to death. What temperatures can they survive in? 160. It is in the... Oh, it's a vacuum in there. Oh, it might get to survive because it's a vacuum and it just needs to survive the boiling oil. Things take time in this game. Normally a lot of time. Normally a lot more time than I actually have. The question is, do we have the time in order to we need in order to be able to live? You know, you kind of have to feel sorry about for the poor little wild shine bugs. They grow up never knowing their parents because their parents die within like a few seconds before they're about to be born. It really is sad. And you're about to fill up with water, with the salt water, meaning it is finally time for me to finish the desalinator. Isn't it? Yeah. Probably. And in order to do that, I need to unlock this Hydro Nullifier. Right. We're slowly unlocking the way to the nullifier. And eventually, we will be able to use it. We just need to drain all the water out of this area first. Basically. Then, I'll be able to make a little oxygen chamber here, which can then pump the oxygen into here, which will be filled to the brim with... Okay, you guys have mostly completed everything that you need to do. There we go. Now all you need to do is hook it up to the wire thing, to all the wires. And there we go. Now if you just finish off the wires, we will be able to start pumping into here, which will take a lot of our power. Good day and welcome to the Gentleman's. Oh, that's fun. That looks fun. That lasts a long time as well, doesn't it? How's the food situation over here? Still pretty damn good. Still pretty damn good. Still pretty damn up there, high and up there. This place hasn't been doing anything other than just simply surviving, has it? But don't you worry. How's the oxygen actually over here? The oxygen's doing fine over here. The algae, however, not so much. Now, while we don't necessarily require the algae, because we will be making the other thing for eventually, it would still be more on the useful side to actually do so. So, overall, I will take the grub fruit. Thank you. So how long do these last? You lose 3% normally. So that would be something like 30-ish days you would survive, which is about what we expect. That's right. Pump all that annoying water out of here. We want all of it gone. It'll take a bit of time to get all this water out of here, but once we do, it'll probably be worth it. I also love how no one's using the glass forge. I should level people up. They've got so much level up available to them. People need to level up. What do you want to level up, Carmille? How about some more carry capacity? That seems decent. Logan, what about you? Same thing, really. Sunshine, you should definitely be learning your crittering stuff. Vivian, research. Funky Charlie, azurite digging or improved carrying? I'm gonna go with improved carrying, but when you next level up, it's definitely gonna be the azurite digging. Gosmond. I'm tempted to just give you the chromium, but we do need to start working on rocketry. Then, Lovelace has completed his art degree, so he'll have reason to head over to Smellolin eventually. Right, with those built, there's no chance of, like, the water melting and drowning this place again, which is what we want to see. So now it's just a matter of time of waiting for this thing to just fully pump. Really. As I suppose during that time, I should make the desalinator. Little bugs, if you don't mind my saying, you should probably move around a bit just so that you don't get trapped. Did I just... I just trapped one and I don't know where. There. There's the trapped one. Got it? Come on out, you little bugger. The sweeties are just so sweet, I cannot bear to try and trap them behind. This is now taking so much goddamn power. The moment you guys are done making that, you are running on those little hamster wheels like the clappers. You know, unless you want to make some glass, damn it. I'll also accept that. Okay. There is something much more intelligent I could be doing with this polluted water right now. What that thing is if we go to refinement, water sieve. Okay, Gosselin. You have yourselves objectives. Granted, making them all priority 9 wasn't entirely intended, but I'm not against it. How are we doing over here? You're eating up. Fair enough. Greetings and welcome to the Gentleman's Galaxy. Things are slowly building up, but are you worth the time of day for me to give you a chance in this place? And from what I can see, no. I will, however, take the Sweetle eggs and put them here. Just so that we can get some Sweetles over here. Now, power is the big issue we have on this side. I just gotta hope they can finish making it. How are you getting popped eardrums? Did I just see something which was a stupid amount of air? Yes, 6 kilograms, 11. Wow, that is a lot of air pressure in there. No wonder your eardrums are popping if the pressure's in the... if the air pressure's in the kilograms. Just because it's not power doesn't mean you can't fill it up, you goddamn bloody useless idiots. Okay, so we're sending some water. Right. That looks about ready to take. However, we are nowhere close ready to receive. We're not even remotely close ready to receive the water. What do you mean it's already broken? Are you telling me that the water froze immediately? Is that what you're telling me? How are you guys doing over here for building what you need to build if you want to live? Eh? Well, I mean, you're all working, at least. Which is more than some things. Granted, I probably shouldn't be getting you to work this much for these things. I'm not actually surprised you're scolding down there. But full credit to you for doing your little job and working on the entire place. The water level is certainly going down, that's for sure. Camille, why are you suffocating? You can leave. No, wait, no, you can't. Camille, go, 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 don't die. That is stupid. Okay, we'll try again. This time, I am moving everything to one side. So that you guys can actually survive with what you're building. You know? Which means that... that didn't need to move. That can stay where it is. In fact, right now, the big priorities, honestly, is just making this bloody thing and the piping to it. Okay, guys? You don't even need to make the water pump right now. That is technically... fuck your oxygen, just build! They're not even trying to build. There's literally one person at a time trying to build. It's stupid. Meanwhile, here's this side trying so hard to try and make this side easier to live. But this side refuses to even do its little part of the work. Like, they're not even trying to collect the iron to build the liquid reservoir. I've always hated Logan. You guys have seen how much I tend to rip on Logan. But Logan, at the moment, seems to be the one person who's actually doing something useful. And Vivian. And Vivian. The main thing this side's missing is just power. And hopefully when we get the power, the oxygen flowing, we should get that power. Why did that break? Why did that break? Why did you go to the bathroom? You useless prick! Water output pipe is full. Why is it full? Oh, because this isn't flowing anything. Right, okay. Fair. You know what? Fine. In that circumstance, fine. My bad. That was my mess. For not noticing that earlier. How are we doing over here? Oh, look! Nothing is made! Logan, thank you so hard for trying. Come on, guys. There's just 2 more things you need left to build before you can start getting some water. There's plenty of it over here. There's always one issue on some side, isn't there? This side, it's power. Because we only have access to manual generators over here. At the moment. This side, it's water. Which, frankly, probably the more important necessity. Thank you! Okay. Now that it's starting to flow through, the rest of this can be priority 9, or rather it should be like priority 7, quite honestly. Good day, and welcome to the gentleman's... Screw you all. I mean, you're the first person I've met that actually deserves your art degree, and plus I love having a Nails as the artist, just because of the hair. Nails is one of my favourite characters, honestly. But no, the aluminium's more useful, especially on this side, which lacks any metal. I don't get why the pipe keeps fucking breaking. It just doesn't make sense to me why this pipe keeps breaking. Can someone please explain to me? Cold damage. So it literally is because the polluted water is too cold. That's an interesting change they've made to the whatchamacallit then. So the water isn't even pumping through anymore, just because of the fact it's just fucking turning to ice. Okay then, I need to do something about that, quite clearly. As much as I enjoy cold water, not that much. Not that much cold. I'm honestly thinking I'm better off just pumping the polluted water through at this point, honestly. It's literally a case of, if the polluted water just has a few moments to chill, or not chill, but warm up in this place, it would work so much easier and better. Lovelace, when you fix that, it does actually use the materials. So in other words, don't repair it. Because we can't deal with it anymore. Repair that anymore. Plus, we've sent them enough water. Sunshine? Food type not permitted. What do you mean, food? Oh. Are we out of everything except for meal ice? How close are you to starving? Oh, extremely. Okay. Okay. I didn't think we were in that bad of a situation. Sunshine, go eat some meal ice. Some raw meal ice. Okay, Vivian, you are super productive right now. Which means you have the potential to just instantly complete any task that you do. I don't think other people realize that this is literally their lifeline. That you need to build these if you want to live. I don't care about how little oxygen you have down there. If you want to live, you need to build them. That simple. So, because the polluted water in this place has dropped down to the point where I can just not care about these buildings anymore, I am going to just nicely replace them. Lovelace, please, don't repair that. We've already come to the conclusion that I need to do something about warming up the water if we want to do that. Okay, something broke somewhere. Because... oh, you're out of water! Oh, perfect! Just further proves my point, and these things are full, so you're not producing anymore. the power problem of this site has come to its end. Now we just need to finish building everything, really. I guess the only way I'm gonna get my sulfur is if I discover how to freeze magma. Because if I can freeze the magma, things will be a little bit easier. Okay, so you know how I mentioned how I was almost done? Turns out I might have been a little bit wrong. But at least there's water available over here now, which I'm sure everything is very happy to experience. Especially the water. Why do we have no power? Insufficient resources coal? The hell are you on about? We got tons of coal. Thank you, Vivian. There's a reason you're one of my favorites, and it's not just because you automize everything. Excuse you, why am I getting ice? This thing shouldn't be turned on right now. Considering one of its output pipes is fucking broken. How is it delivering stuff? Have I just fixed it that much it's actually broken? And now I've got this big giant pile of ice here that I've got to deal with. Right. I've almost got my hydro nullifier working. Glorious. I just need to fill this thing up. Basically. I just need to finish basically digging everything out, and also work out what material I should make these temp shift plates out of. Just to try and help keep everything nice and bloody cold. And also it'd probably help warm up this polluted water a bit, maybe. Okay, so right now, from what I can see, the best material, which is of easy access to me, which I should make this, whatchamacallit, these temp shift plates out of, is cobalt. Because I have tons of the stuff, and it's easy to get. All I need to do is make a goddamn lot of it, pretty much. So, the next big question I have to ask is, should I put the whatchamacallit electrolyzer in here with the nullifier? Or should I just put it in its own room like I normally do? There are advantages to both. For instance, if I put it in its own room, it's significantly less likely to overheat. I could just put the hydrogen generator in there, in the same room, as that would mean it doesn't overheat as much. That wouldn't be possibly a bad idea. First up, how much can an electrolyzer fuel a hydrogen generator? That requires it produces 112. Okay, how much does this thing require? I don't know how much input this thing needs. Either way, this is now powered. Let's use the metal refinery. How many batteries is one set of cobalt? One jumbo battery is one block of cobalt. I need 4 blocks in order to make a temp shift plate. This is gonna take time. I also feel I should just drain this place of all its... If I'm not using it as a thing, and I'm gonna pump hydrogen in it anyway for the hydro nullifier, because Simply put, hydrogen has significantly higher thermal heat capacity than any other gas. We're getting there. We're getting there. We've unlocked this thing. We've got our little chamber that we're going to turn into something cool. We just simply need to make a lot of cobalt. Or just a bit of cobalt to make some heat temp shift plates to put here to help with the polluted water, which is likely always going to stay cold thanks to this thing. I also need to get everything in this room out of this room, too. Is an important thing. This planet will be automized. Of course, one or more crops are wilting. We have no water. Good day, and welcome to the last day of your lives, because you're not getting a life. How do I have brine over here? It literally is because, like, water is combining with salt, isn't it? And our salt gush geyser is working again. Excellent. Excellent. You know, it really is problematic when you've got no one on one planet which is a digger, or builder. And none of them want to do it. You know? I mean, there's a supply of water up here, which I told them to mine out, like, a few days ago at this point, honestly. And they just won't. And they just won't. Because they think they're better than me. And that they know what they're doing. Well, I mean, look at this over here. Clearly, they do not. Also, damn, this gas pump works fast. Also, this water is really beginning to infuriate. This ice is really beginning to infuriate me. There's little I hate more in this game than ice. Yes, Lovelace, pick up all the ice. Gosmond. Jesus Christ, Gosmond, what is your movement speed right now, if you don't mind my asking? 16. Well, I am impressed. And would you looky here, people! Good day and welcome to the You're Not Getting Anywhere! I can literally just sit here for hours, saying nothing while playing this game, because I'm just trying to get the right things to get done. It's just the way everything seems to work. I love how you can pick up 2,000 kilograms, Lovelace. What is your strength? Because I know you're the strength guy. 15! Well then. They have almost picked up everything within the gas chamber, like we need them to. We have another 400 cobalt, 500 cobalt right there. I also love how this is blinked so much that it's actually, that its blinker has now just completely bugged out and takes up that giant white yellow space right there. It kind of happens when you use whatchamacallit. So guys, I notice you're not trying to sweep the ice right here, despite the fact it's literally a top priority. Why is that? I think the game's glitched to the point where they're ignoring the top priority, so I'm just going to give it a quick reload. Despite the fact I should probably end the episode now. Okay. Let's see if you listen to the red alerts this time. Oh, it looks like you are! Fun! I also know you're still not trying to sweep up that water. But you know what? The fact I built the tile on the other side has now made it so it doesn't entirely matter, because I should be able to sweep it up. Well, we got the beginning of the setup. for the hydro nullifier. We just need to fill the damn place up with... Fill the entire place... Well, first, remove all of the ice and snow and everything from the damn place. Then we need to... Okay, so it turns out I had two shine nymphs in here, and then there's now only one. When did that happen? Or rather, how did that happen? Also, really, spilling all this water down there really helped a lot. That should give us a nice buffer to help until we sort out the water for Smellolin. Using Smellolin. You're scolding because you decided to get some water from down there. Am I hearing that rightly, Gosman? So you thought it's smarter to grab the water from there than to pull it out like one of these pumps or something. Okay. You guys have been doing very well at building what you need to build. Just, like, I don't know, a few more bits of... A couple more temp shift plates should be all it needs. Probably. Then I just need to rig the entire place full of the nice cold radiant gas pipes. I can't remember if what I should make radiant gas pipes out of. I'm pretty sure it's things with like... Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's things like aluminium. Okay. So, we've done a lot today. We have made our our brine reserves. We've made a bunch of cobalt. We're slowly using that cobalt to make these things. We've made this area. We're going to make that area. We're surviving on Gozolin. We successfully have started transporting stuff, teleporting resources between the planets, and that is about it. Because everything takes literally hours to get done. Yeah. Yeah. You wouldn't believe this is a 4-hour recording given the length of the episode, would you? Or maybe you will. I can never tell how long these episodes are going to be. Considering I'm literally just stood quiet for 20 minutes at a time. And I just never know how much is going to get cut out. So let's end the episode by seeing what we can get. Good day! Welcome to the gentleman's so-and-so. I can't remember anymore. Are any of you worth my time? Well, you might be. Agriculture, husbandry, construction, so you can build as well. Mole hands, so that you can dig. More agriculture. More bathroom speed. Bottomless stomach's the annoying bit, but that's doable. Phew! Issue is for having another rancher in somewhere. It's not really much for us to build. Although I suppose if I put them on this side, then I've got the building digger as well as the husbandry person. So you know what, Star? Let's see how much of a star of the show you can actually be with your little skills. Come join us, Star. I'm gonna need to make more bedrooms soon. So, Star, the question is, what do I give you? And while I could give you digging, I could also give you farming. The main reason I took you is because I've come to the conclusion that we do need, within this game, we need people who are able to obtain multiple of the same role. Because of the sheer difference in planets. And if we want proper colonies, we need people who are able to do stuff on each colony. You know? So the great question is, do I consider you more of a farmer or more of a builder at the moment? We don't actually have much farming going on, so the building might be a lot more useful, honestly. But I don't actually have any building projects at the moment. Yet. Next episode, I more than likely will. And that is when, Star, you will shine like the little star that you actually are. Also, what else can everyone else learn? I mean, there is advantage to not making them learn anything, but Because, after all, if their morale need is way above their morale is way above their requirement, they have the chance to gain the whatchamacallit. It's why I've come to the conclusion that the people with triple skills are actually the best. So, next week, we finish off this little setup. That shouldn't take long, because I can just destroy the pump and the bottle emptier now, build the electrolyzer in here, build the desalinator there, and then just finish off the couple of bits of cobalt that I need in order to fully do that. Then build the entire ventilation path, yada yada yada, should work fine. Oh, we're all good. Then, over here, we will start building this thing so that we can take advantage of the carbon dioxide. With that, we will send the carbon dioxide over here to send onto the spaceship so that we can go to another planet, like we were meant to do this episode, but we ended up doing something completely else entirely. Yeah. So, everyone, this is a good place to end today's episode, so it looks like, what can I say other than thank you all for joining me today. I have been your host, the Parafox Archangel, the English gentleman of the internet, and I hope to see you all again next time. But I'm afraid that, until then, it is time for me to bid thee all farewell, good day, and finally, good night.